So this is 9th chapter. We are now Rajavidya Yoga. Idam tute guhitam pravakshami anusuvide Gyan Vigyan Sahitam Yad Gyatva Mokshase Ashubhat. So he is saying this is mysterious most. Guhitam, this is the mysterious most, and it is Rajavidya. That means too that the knowledge which is meant for kings and the kingly knowledge, that this knowledge is chief knowledge, and earlier kings had that. So if by knowing this you will get rid of what is not pious, ashubh, what is not shubh, you will get rid of that. So Gyan Vigyan Sahitam Yat Gyatva means, what is the definitions for Gyan and Vigyan? As it is Shushrusa Stravanam, Grahanam, Dharanam Tatha. Uhapoha Arth Vigyanam, Tattva Gyanam Dhi Lakshanam. Anything you know through your intelligence, until it becomes wisdom. So these are stages from intellect to intelligence to wisdom. So knowledge we call Vijnana, Gyan and Vigyan. So Vigyan we call the meanings, which comes with meaning, and Gyan is Tattva Gyan, essential. So he says by both the ways you will come to know. This means you will comprehend it also and you become that also. So Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratikshavagamam Dharmam Susukam Kartum Abhyayam. He says this is Rajavidya, Rajguyam, very mysterious. Pavitram, this is pious. Uttamam, the best, it is best. So Pratyakshavagamam, it is here and now, its fruit can be realized here and now. So that is called Pratyaksh Avagamam. That now the moment you start adorning it in your life, you start practicing it, you start getting fruits of it. So practice's fruit is immediate here. Susukham. This is not painful. It is Susukham. This is the best of the sukha it gives. Kartum Abhyayam, and it makes you eternal, and it is eternal. So all the slokas, this all discussion, all conversation is always going from this side to this side as a kind of palindrome all the time. So it means what Krishna is telling, that he is saying you also tell, but wherever you are finding yourself struggling, you can tell me your position and I will tell you my position. So then you will get your coordinates correct. Then where you have to move. So that is how this moves like this. You can say this is a Rajavidya Rajguhyam. Means this is king's knowledge and this knowledge is kingly. Both ways it goes. So it is running on, this dialogue is running on that what you call palindromic. That from here also you can read and here also you can read, and accordingly you can find out your position and move forward. Asriddhana Purusha Dharmasyas Parantap Apyapmane Vartante Mrityu Sansar Vartamani. So he says those who do not have devotion, if they practice this knowledge, it will not work. So in every he is telling also, but he is cautioning also, that this knowledge is working only when you have Shraddha in me. So those people, those who take it intellectually and then they come dry and then they complain that I have read whole Gita, I have read whole Mahabharata, everything I have read whole and still I don't find anything which can make me moist, which can make me as a human being. I should feel that what is written here, why I am not feeling. So he said, those who are not having devotion me, they will not get anything. Aprapya, unko it will stay not giving any fruit. And they will keep roaming into the world. Maya tatam sarvam jagat abhyakti murtina. So he says, whatever is there in this world, that all is coming from me. What is visible, that also, and what is invisible, both are coming from me. Mat sthani sarvbhutani na chaham te swavastita. All this invisible and visible creation is within me. Here those who say no, only abhyakta is something. So this is not, he is referring to both, that I am beyond both. What is visible and what is invisible, both are coming from me and they are in me, but I am not in that. None of these things I am there, but they all are in me. Not only this, nacha matisthani bhutani paschumya yogeshwaram. Bhut pranacha bhutastho mamatma bhut bhavna. He says, all these are not only in me, but despite being in me, they cannot see me. Mam Ashwari means, what as I am as Ishwar, in that position, in that station, in that condition, they can't see me. So this he is referring that what I am appearing to be, that I am not. I have very many dimensions to me, and to higher dimensions where I am, these bhutanis, these the being bonds, they can't see me, though they all are in me. Generally, if you are in a house, if you are moving, you can see whole house, but he is saying it is not so, because you are only, your mind is going visualizing it in material sense. You cannot visualize something which is in the field of experience, which is beyond the senses. So he says, they do not see me despite being in me. And little bit he gives an indication, like yatha akasistito, that this the way in ether everything is resting, but it is not seeing what it is resting into. Just an indication. Sarvbhutani kaunteya prakritam yanti mam kam kalpchaya punastani kalpadev visrajya maham. He says all these are what is here appearing to be in the beginning of creation. I fashion, they come out of me, and at the end of the creation they go back. And how this happened? Prakritim swam avashtya visajyam puna puna bhut gramam krishnamasham prakriter vashat. So I avisht means to attract. This word comes from electricity. If you have charge, that's called charge. Avesh is charge. So it's like electricity gets charged. You can visualize it. It's like that this nature comes to get charged from me. How it gets? Just by looking. It's not doing anything. Just he looks at nature and nature gets charged to transform into creation. And this whole begins. This play begins. This leela begins. But he say, na cha mam tani karmani nivandhati sanjaya. But whatever nature is doing, I am not bound by that karma. Because it is nature he is doing, though it is from me, because I am just looking and not doing any karma. But by looking, it gets attracted and start working, because it is called nature. It has a nature, satrastam, so it get activated and start working according to its nature. So the seer is not influenced by the karma, because he has not done anything. Maya adhyakshya prakriti suvite sacharacharam. In my leadership, adhyaksha means the one who is like, which is president. Adhyaksha means the one in whose guidance or in whose supervision or in whose observation under, and that is creating the whole creation. And there is no other reason than me. I am the reason of this whole creation. So when he is saying such thing, means in every one of us that dimension is there, because he is saying that also, you are my part, but which you? That is where the whole problem begins. People do not understand. People start relating to whatever they are now, that this I am part of that. That is the part of all nature. What you are capable of understanding, that's we say, go gochar jahan lag man jai, so sab maya jane bhai. Till the reach of your mind is there, that is not reality, that is illusion. So when you go beyond illusion, then only you realize that this me is the part of that. Then you have no confusion. So that begins from Atma, soul, Purush, they say. Once you realize I am that Purush, and this all scaffolding is supported by that Purush, then you will not get carried away by anything, and then you will know. Then you know the Sanatan and what it is. Till then, no. Till then you have to work. That is called journey. So he is saying, and the next stage he is clearing also. Avjananti mam mudha manusi tanumashyatam. That it is fools who consider that I, which you are, is dependent on body. I am not dependent on this body. That is foolishness. Avjanati mam mudha manusi tanumashyatam param bhavam ajananto aham bhuta maheshwar. He said they do not know my ultimate nature, my ultimate existence, my ultimate dimension, aham bhuta maheshwaram. I am the creator of all, Maheshwar, Mahaishwar, of all this what is appearing to be there. So I am not this. Do not consider me this body. I am beyond all this. And why it happens? So he says you should not get eluded by moghasha. That is what is limited ambitions. Moghasha. Mogh karmano, mogh gyan vichetsa. That you have limited knowledge of karma. That I desires are limited. Mogh gyan vichetsa, and your knowledge is also limited. That is intellectual knowledge only you have. That is what he is referring. Rakshasi masurim chai prakriti mohini shrita. And so because of this, my demonic powers are there. Rakshasi and Asuri, the two kinds of. So they get eluded by that, because these are driven by that. Mahatmanamstu ma partham devi prikrama asta bhajantya mam anso gyatva bhutadim abhyan. So he says only Mahatma, whose Atma, the word is coming. Not only when one has become knowing oneself as Purush, that is Atma, rather one has become Mahatma, more expanded soul. He says such people dwell only in my Devi Prakriti. That is my divine nature. They try to see that only. That is how we say in Sahaj Smriti Yoga, look at other as divine. That you don't come down from that. Even if by nature or by your impression sometime you get to see the other sides of person, always try to forget and move on. That this is not real, what I am seeing. It is my mind's projection. Because in reality everybody is divine. So this is what that leads you to become a Mahatma. When you start looking like this at the world. How is this possible? He says Satatam Kirtyanto Mam Yatansya Dradbata Namasya Tansya Mam Bhaktya Nittikta Upasate. He said all the Satatam Kirtyanto means Kirti means my glory. So people consider it that Kirtan means chanting all the time. But in a sense it is okay. But real meaning is what is my glory? Kirti, word from Kirti and Kirtanto, that you sing my glory all the time, never forgetting. Yatyanta, you try, prayas karna, to try. Yatyanta, they do some effort, make efforts for my glory. Dradbata, because they are a very determined people. Those who have become like this, Namastyam cha, they all the time do namaskar to me, means bow down to me. Bhaktya niktita, they become devoted. With devotion if they do this, then they are not different from me. Because this is how you get, it is like magnet and this you see metal. A metal is all the time around the magnet, then it gets some kind of magnet, this thing. So this is how it is. So he says, what are the other process? Jnana again. This is the knowledge. Yajanto Maupa. Some, they say, try to reach only by knowledge. Ekatven, Prathakven, Bahuda, Vishwatomikam. So different kinds of knowledge. They will, some see one in everywhere, some see one in everyone, or in everyone one. Both ways you can see. So this is the knowledge. So he says, but aham, me only, kraturaham yagya swadhamaham ausadham, mantroham avevajyam agnirutam. So he says everything, if you are doing a yagna, so who am I? I am that mantra which you are saying. I am that havi which you are offering. And I am that fire also. So I am that havan kund which you have made. So everything I am, he is saying. Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitama vedya pavitrom karo rikshami juryocha. So now he is telling little about something. I am the father and mother of all this creation. All the Vedic knowledge, Rik, Sam, Yajur, all I am. Gatir Bharta Puru Sakshi Sranam Surit. You do your Gati into me only. You have no other place to walk. You are all the time walking into me. I am Prabhu, I am the master also. Shakshi, I am the observer. Saranam Surit. I am the one in which you take shelter. Suhrit means I am the good one. Achhe hriday wala, of the good heart in whom you take shelter. Prabhava pralaya sthanam nidhanam bijam. I am the destroyer, I am the preserver, and I am the beginner. And after having done all this, bijam nidhanam means I am the abode of what the seed is left. After having done everything, seed has to be left. So he says, I am that seed also. Tapam meham varsh. Now he is telling all his again repeating the same thing, that how when the rain happens, then I am only doing tapas through yagga I am, and then rain is also I am only raining. Whatever people are asking for, those boons also I am providing. So he say, but they come back if they are asking for, because he is trying to define moghasha, mogha karma, that limited things if you ask, then you come back through this chakra. Otherwise, you don't. If you want to transcend it, then go beyond this chakra. So, ananyascha chintayanto mam ejana paryupaste tesham nityabhyuktanam yogchem bham. He says ananyas chinta. Those who consider me, there is no one other. Only me is there. So, they are always focusing on to me. So in that case, what Yog Chhe Bahaman, I take care of them. What is Yog Chhe means, what is need to be with them, that I keep with them. What is required for their sustenance, that will be given to them. So they are always connected to me, they are always relying on to me, so I have to take care. And say if you are trying to go to Anya Devatas, other Devatas, they also, that is called Yajante Avidhi Purvakam. That is, that you are not doing that according to the procedure. Yagna you are not doing the way it should be done. So that is the difference. If you are doing Vidhi Purvak as it should be done, then you are coming directly to me. If you are doing Avidhi Purvak, means not as it should be done, your method is not correct, Vidhi is not right, then you will come with that round. So that round he is saying, Yap Anya Devata Bhakta Yajante Sardhyanvita. That if you are devoted to other Devatas, then this is the result. Kyunki aham hi sarvijnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha. He said, I am the one who is taking fruit of all this yajna. I am the one. So it is from roundabout way, anyway it is coming to me. Yanti devavrta devapratyanti pratyavita bhutanti yanti bhutejya yanti madhya jinopi maham. So he says somebody is worshipping to their ancestors, somebody is worshipping to some other forms, so but they all are coming to me. Otherwise, he says, Patram puspam phalam toyam. Whatever little you offer to me, yo mam bhaktya prachyati. With devotion, if you give even patram puspam phalam toyam, small things. That means bhav is important. Otherwise, what is there in a leaf? Patra means leaf. Pushpam means a flower. Phalam, a fruit. Toyam means water. If you offer me even a leaf, a fruit, a flower or water, but with bhaktya, with devotion, you offer, then I eat that with happiness for such people sake. So he says, Yat karoshi, whatever you do, Yat juhoshi, whatever you are eating, that all, whatever activities you are doing, you just offer it to me. All the things you should offer it to me. Subhasu phalaraiva mokshase karmabandhane. So the fruit, when you offer it to me, then fruit will also not go to you when you are offering. So you will be freed from the karma bandhan. Because samoham sarvbhutesi na me dosho asti na priya. Because I am even to all beings. There is none who is dear to me, and there is none whom I envy. E bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite tesu chapyam. Those who are devoted to me, bhakti, they are those who are devoted to me, I am in them and they are in me. He says, even api chet suduracharo bhajate mame ananya bhak sadhuryo cha mantabhya samyak vasito hisa. He says, even those who are evil minded, even if they start devoting themselves to me, so it will not take long for them to change. They will also start becoming very high. Sadhuryosa means they will become saintly. Chipram bhavati dharmatma, they will become dharmatma. Shashvatam shantim nigacchati, and they will get eternal peace. Kaunte prijane na me bhakta pranashyati. So he is here in this whole chapter, he is trying to define the relationship between devotee and the God. That is a pratijani. I am telling you again that my devotees never get destroyed. Na pranashyati. So this is the relationship he is defining. Na me bhakta pranashyati. And otherwise, what we were saying, sansayatma vinashyati. If there is doubt, then that soul gets destroyed, means falls down. Mahi parth vipyashritya epishu papyoniyaha striyo vaishyastata sudraste piyanti paramgatam kim punar brahmana punya bhaktarajasthatha anityam sukham lokamyam prap bhajashyamam. Say, man manabhav mad bhakto madhaji mam namaskuru mave vaishyashi yukttvai matmanam matparayana. So he says, anybody, these are the categories he has described just for the sake of description, that be that women, be that child, be that anybody. So if they are devoted to me, they will come to me. Man manabhav, so that you make your mind devoted to me. Mad bhakto, become my devotee. Mad dhaji, you do namaskaram to me. Mahame veshyi yukta vaitvatmana. Then only you will come to me, because your soul will get attached to me. Mat parayana, then you become devoted to me. Parayana means becoming. Ayana means I am the other abode of you. Parayana is that ultimate abode I am. That is how he is describing in this 9th chapter.